Skaggs got me a little fired up for the show.
Okay, good.
That was a great phone call.
I like it.
Great pregame phone call from Skaggs.
It's like a pre-workout.
Yeah.
You're jacked.
He did text me, by the way. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I see you. I can hear you a little
Can
bit.
you not hear yourself?
I just need to put the headphones a little bit on. I can hear myself.
A little bit on?
Yeah, he did text me, by the way, after that phone call. Said, I love you. He's drunk. I love you and such a huge fan of the show. I was starstruck just meeting the boys.
What a good kid. I love that.
Skaggs is, yeah, good guy.
Good kid. All right. You ready? Let's do this.
No rock?
No, I gotcha. Woo. Well, let's rock. I mean, it was before.
And
Whatever.
roll.
You're my roll guy.
I was waiting to just do the roll.
Are you holding it?
Yeah, what's going on? Is
It's
this
an
longer?
extended one.
I was waiting for you guys to...
Are you messing with us?
That was so
I
cool.
thought you guys were going to keep saying something.
Oh, you're good.
It's another late recording, so might as well mess with us.
I was
Is it
waiting
really?
for the rock and roll, and you guys didn't do it.
Oh my gosh, it's 7 p.m.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
What's up, guys? Sorry for that intro. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Benchwarmers Podcast. Brand's here. Ben's here. CTS is here. It is Sunday, April 4th. Happy Easter. This will come out tomorrow, April 5th. And wow, what a game last night for Gonzaga.
Yeah.
Not so much for UCLA, other than, God, what a run they made.
It was a good game, though,
awesome.
in general.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Cool for basketball fans.
Yeah, that was after especially a bunch of bad games.
85% of them are blowouts. So it's just kind of boring.
So to see a game like that, that's one for the ages.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Easy.
I mean, that was fun. That was exciting.
What
so a 1 versus 11 seed.
Yeah.
You know, man, just a lot of fun.
Was that a charge? Was that a charge on Juzang too?
It was.
It was.
I hate the call at the time, at the time of the game.
Yeah. I wonder why he didn't just pull up.
But I understand that it has to be made.
Sure.
Because it's it's the correct call.
Timmy with 4 fouls stands in front. That's an
that time of the game.
I know where it comes down to that.
I understand that. That's the play. He made the play. Timmy made the play.
Yeah.
You gotta give him.
With 4 fouls, he was just like, you know what? This is it. This is it.
Baller move.
Yeah. Big move.
I hate the mustache celebration. I'm getting sick and tired of it, especially when you're losing.
I know. When you're losing, I hate it.
That's my issue. I'm like, dude, come on.
Watching that game, I was like, here comes adversity, Gonzaga. It's pretty easy to play well when you're up by 20 in the first 5 minutes. It's pretty easy to play well. So now here comes a team that's not going to back down for me. That's why I'm so upset with
some D1 size.
Yeah.
Some serious size. To him. I know Tyler Campbell's about 5'2", but
he's about 6 foot with that hair, though.
Yeah, that's true. Does he look like a mini Cam Newton?
A little bit. Like his face, not just the hair with what Cam's trying to do.
He's got a Cam Newton face to him a little bit, or Cam Newton has a Tyler Campbell face to him.
I'm a huge gear guy, so I notice like what shoes players are wearing, and UCLA is an Under Armour school, so I assume they'd all be dressed in Currys. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Under Armour. Remember, I used to have stock in them.
You did.
Not anymore. I sold it.
But it was weird. I looked at Tiger. You sold all of it?
I sold all my stocks. I'm now in NFTs.
That's right. We're on to the newest and best. The newest and best.
I stay ahead of the game.
But he was wearing Giannis shoes, which are Nikes. I thought that was illegal to do at the college level, where you have to wear.
I think UCLA might be a free agent.
Oh my God! I think once you said that,
they might just be able to wear whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, they're in between sponsors.
Yeah.
They just signed that.
They're about to sign a fat contract
with somebody. Yeah, they used to be with Adidas for a very long time.
Yeah, and then they were with Under Armour for like a year or two.
And now Under Armour's kind of going down. Stock's going down.
Puma's looking in.
Yeah.
Puma.
Because I thought they were Pumas, but I can see the huge check, and I was like, "What are those?" And they're like the Nike Zoom Freak 2s.
Why would Nike not just want to soup up everybody, like just become like everybody's?
Because sometimes Adidas and Under Armour offer more.
Yeah, that's what happened with UW, man. You think I'm stoked that we went to Adidas? No, I'm not stoked about it. But they gave my college a huge fat paycheck for it, and I'll wear some Yeezys, I'll wear some Adidas 3-stripe life, all that shit.
It is interesting that college isn't like just one
brand,
like the MLB.
Oh yeah, everything's Nike or
NFL.
Yeah. Nike's gonna run the world, man.
True.
They just took over MLB last year. We love it. We love to see our checks right there up top.
I got this last night.
Attaboy.
I went to the game without a sweatshirt. That was the dumbest idea I could have had.
Oh my God, you went with just a t-shirt?
I had like a
lightweight. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh, a light jacket.
And it wasn't good.
Oh, we got to be in April. It's like November.
Yeah.
In Safeco.
But March Madness, Baylor crushed Houston.
Smacked
by
them.
20 points.
Wasn't even close.
Wasn't close all game. So UCLA, gets beat barely by Gonzaga.
Yeah.
Gonzaga hits Jalen Suggs.
Unbelievable.
It's a game-winning 3.
40-footer
after
onions.
Juzang has a putback.
Yeah. Do you
tie
think
the
that he
game
made his move
in
a little
overtime.
bit too early?
In
The overtime that he
I mean, it's hard to say.
took off at like 10 seconds, and I'm like,
Yeah.
But I see you.
I mean, you're down two though, right?
And you give yourself a chance of an offensive rebound, which is what he ended up getting.
I feel like you're down two though. So
but that was really impressive. 3.3 seconds, and Jalen's so fast with the ball.
Yeah.
And he just zoomed and pulled up.
He knew it too.
Once he released, I
knew
literally stood up off my couch. I'm like, that's probably
He
good,
knew
Kylie.
it too.
I was just,
and Suggs knew it too.
Yeah. He already was headed. He was
Did you
going
see
for the
the ref's
celebration.
call on that, by the way? Yeah, he nailed the call. The ref
I did see that.
It's a great call.
You don't really get those. I mean, obviously,
He was built for that moment.
Yeah, he was so
He was
ready
built
for it.
for
Like
that moment.
he was ready for that to happen.
Yeah,
and
he's been practicing that for years.
Yeah, in the mirror. You betcha.
and he got it.
That's good. But all-time game
So Baylor Gonzaga final game.
for the title.
It will actually decide a couple things, not only the national championship, but also who wins the coveted Benchwarmers podcast hoodie and water bottle.
Woohoo!
It is coming down to Huey and
Carl's Corner.
Carl's Corner.
Yeah.
And Sean Ryan.
Yep.
And it comes down to the champion.
Yep.
Huey has Baylor. Sean has Gonzaga.
That's gonna be
Whoever wins the
Gonna be
package.
glued to the TV
So
tomorrow
we'll let
night.
you know. We'll keep you updated.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there. Do you have a quick prediction?
I just think Baylor's going to win. I think they've got some dudes. They rebound really well. They play.
Like out of spite, but or is this like
No,
actually,
this is a basketball.
Not trying to be a
What
dick.
I watched. No, you're good. What I watched against Houston, I was like, if Houston takes Baylor, just like how UCLA took Gonzaga, I'm going, okay, Gonzaga's probably going to roll. Just like I thought Gonzaga was going to win that game by 15 or 20.
Yeah.
Like what was the spread?
I'm not sure. I had to take a break from betting the last week, so I didn't even look because when I know if I look,
Then I get reeled in.
it's just
Hook,
line, sinker. So I did not look. I
Okay.
think it was 10 plus though.
I thought that would be double digits.
I think it was.
Sorry, UCLA. Heck of a run, but
Yeah,
this
but
is
I mean,
the big leagues.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
big leagues.
Gonzaga's been literally crushing
They're
people.
29-0. So
and they've been beating everyone by double digits.
Exactly. Good teams too. So
Yeah, and I don't like Oklahoma's a good team.
yeah,
And they
I
beat
love
them.
that. But dude, Baylor, I love Butler. I love that Mitchell. Oh my God.
So you got Baylor?
I will take Baylor.
I honestly don't know. Baylor's the underdog.
Yeah.
They are the underdog. I think they're 5-point underdogs. Mm-hmm. I think I would take the points on Baylor at least.
Yeah. Do you think just
I don't
like
know if I would take them straight up. I just
like a
I
money
think-
line?
Yeah, I think I'd still probably take Gonzaga to win straight up.
I
But
think that
it's
was
gonna be
a
hell of a game.
Yeah. The only thing that I think is on Baylor's favor is obviously rest. Number one, they're going to be more rested because they played before.
True.
And then that was just it was an overtime game. It was hard. It was
Also,
hardly
this,
fought.
man, Baylor has. I mean, they have a bunch of upperclassmen that are really good.
Yeah.
They have a very well-rounded team.
Well coached, just like Gonzaga.
Tenacious
So
defense.
yeah.
Tenacious defense.
This is going to be a title for the ages. I'm hoping
It's gonna be. It
I'm
should be a
hoping.
good game. Man, but that Gonzaga game was fun.
God, it was. Just as a basketball fan, that was an all-time
And just
game.
kind of leading into this, we can talk about the Mariners a little bit now. But
Sure.
I was at the game last night,
Yeah.
and when Gonzaga hit that shot,
Just
there's
mayhem.
something special about that moment in
Sure.
the stadium. First of all,
You couldn't have been the only one watching on your phone, right?
oh,
Did you look
absolutely not.
around?
Yeah. Everyone was on their
I'm
phone.
surprised they wouldn't. It's hard to put on the fucking big screen.
And it
they're not
wasn't
there to watch.
I mean, not just because this moment. I mean, we were at a live sporting event for the
Right.
first time in years, and we'll
Yeah.
get to that. But
Yeah.
this moment was special because you looked around and there was multiple. I mean, almost everyone was on their phone watching the game,
yeah,
and they were updating it probably every 15, 20 minutes or so
on the big screen,
on the speaker
Sure.
on the big screen, and people were invested, man.
Yeah,
And I think most people were probably rooting for Gonzaga, which when they showed who won, to be honest, everyone kind of found out who won.
did they put up the highlight? Did they show his shot at all?
They did.
Okay.
And I think they showed Marco Gonzalez first,
Okay.
celebrating the dugout.
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, I saw
And
him.
I was sitting in the center field bleachers, to be honest with you. I didn't know that happened at first
Did you know that Marco was celebrating?
because I couldn't see.
right.
You know,
You get my
I'm
binocular.
literally like,
Yeah. Yeah. You can't. Yeah. When you're sitting, you're.
yeah, exactly. And I
that's
have
the worst.
I have back problems, so
Yeah.
I was not going to do that. But it was still a fun moment, even though at first I was like, come on. More than half these fans. There's
You know
maybe
who Jalen Suggs is?
maybe 10% of these fans are actual Gonzaga fans.
Sure.
majority of these fans are just like, oh my God, Gonzaga, yay, Washington team.
Yeah, Washington.
Yay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, come on. Like, let's. But at the same time, I was like, you know what? This is a super cool moment. Like, this is
for
actually,
sure.
like, it was, the stadium was super loud, which also kind of pissed me off because it's like, I haven't seen the stadium this loud in forever. And we're
celebrating
loud.
a different sport at a different level. It wasn't like the NBA team winning.
Yeah,
it was a
exactly.
college team.
I've seen it get that loud when Boston or the Yankees are there or Toronto's there.
That's probably true, actually.
That's when it turns into a home game. There was a lot of Giants fans this weekend.
There was. I would say when I went on Saturday night, it was probably maybe like a fifth.
Yeah, I sat right between, obviously with how they separate people. There was 3 or 4 Giants fans right in front of us, and there was 3 or 4 Giants fans. So obviously every time we struck somebody out, and I saw Kikuchi fan 10, so I just stood up and I was just
went on Friday night, right?
Huh?
You
yeah,
went on Friday night.
Yeah.
I went on Saturday night. Cameron did not go to a game this weekend because he's just a loser.
Not a true to the blue guy. Just kidding. We got to go to some games.
These guys both got hooked up with tickets.
As a podcast, no, we did. As a podcast, we will go together though, and we will do like a report.
Hell yeah.
But I did kind of want to go over just like what's it? Fuck T-Mobile. I'm never gonna call it T-Mobile. By the way, I'm gonna say that right now.
I'm with you on that one.
And if they want to sue me, they can come sue me. I'm never gonna call it T-Mobile. I'm gonna call it Safeco.
I'm a T-Mobile customer, so I will.
I'm embarrassed to say I'm a Metro by T-Mobile customer.
Oh, so you are? Oh, is it Metro PCS?
Yeah.
That bought, or T-Mobile bought Metro PCS. Yeah. Gotcha.
It's kind of embarrassing to admit that. But I'm like, let's be honest, I'm still on my parents' plan. Like, and that's what they have. So
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Good prices. It's whatever.
But anyway, Safeco was, it was fun.
Yeah.
But it was different.
I almost, rocking up those home plate steps, I got goosebumps. I was like, oh my God.
Do you remember the last live sporting event that you had gone to before?
Apple Cup 2019.
Do you remember?
No.
Was it probably a Mariners game? I'm assuming.
Probably a Mariners game, yeah.
I had gone to...
Oh, no, Seahawks game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I gone to...
Ooh. It was Seahawks game because we were just entering baseball season, and that's when COVID hit.
Right. Okay, yep.
So
that makes sense.
Last game was a Seahawks game.
God, I can't remember what came before or after for me. I think it might have been the Seattle Dragons game.
You went. That's right. You told me that you got tickets to that.
I went to,
and they got to play a couple games. Then it was obviously canceled.
Yeah, I went to the home opener.
Yeah,
but I'm also debating.
They got like 40,000 fans there, didn't they?
What month was that?
That was February, mid-February. I think that debuted.
Okay,
yeah, quarantine was March.
It was right. It was a week after the Super Bowl.
Even later than that.
Okay.
I think either March or April. I went to Portland and watched the Blazers play.
Oh, okay.
Against
caught an NBA game.
I think like the Heat, and I remember going and like COVID really wasn't a thing then. But it was happening.
Not here.
It was happening. Actually, it had happened.
It would already. Yeah,
actually, the first case I think like in the U.S. had happened in King County.
Yeah.
And so it was actually kind of funny because we were in the Lyft or Uber in Portland.
Yeah.
And we told the Lyft or Uber driver that were from Seattle, and I think he kind of freaked out, to be honest with you.
Oh, really?
Like, well, I don't think it's like
Don't worry, I wasn't at that old.
Yeah, right.
I wasn't at that funeral, or not funeral home, but it was an old person's home that it was.
But I think like 3 weeks later, like everything was done.
Yeah.
So it was just walking to Safeco, like you said, walking to the steps.
Seeing people, and God, dude, obviously baseball is different because we don't have a lot of pro sports here. So it's pretty much the Seahawks and the Mariners. No disrespect to the Storm or to the Sounders. I've never been to those games before. So going there, I was like, man, normalcy is coming.
Just
so
realizing
I just got,
that you're at like a live sporting event with other people around you.
Spending the night with my best friends, and God, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was. And even though there was only 9,000 people, everything was very spread out.
Yeah, very safe.
A lot of things were closed.
Yeah,
which is kind of unfortunate, but that's just kind of how it is right now with the pandemic. 9,000 people.
Sure.
But there was a buzz still, man. It was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, I could barely focus at work on Friday. I was like, I'm going to a Mariners game tonight. Like I was fidgety.
Now I will say some things have changed.
Yeah.
Like I said, the social distancing part.
Yeah.
There's a lot of seats that are either, like you said, in the higher up.
Yeah, they're zip tied. The actual bleachers, or the actual like what are those called? Stadium seats.
Yeah,
like they're theater seats.
The bleachers are not. They don't have zip ties, but they have little stickers on them that say, "This is this seat.
Don't sit here."
Yeah. Don't sit here. There's also, you can't stand around.
Yep.
You have to go to your seats right away. You can't, like, the pen is closed. I got yelled at for standing around.
My feelings were hurt.
Yes.
I cried a little bit, but I'm okay.
What? You can't watch.
Like, people I went to the game with were going to the bathroom, and I was standing watching BP. Like,
just
on the
chilling.
first level,
Yeah,
you know, right?
yeah,
Where the,
yeah.
and, like, one of the Safeco people came up to me and was
And you
like,
had your mask on, and you were
yeah, absolutely. And they were like, you need to go to your seat immediately. And even, like, you can't, like, drink a beer. You can't eat your food down there. Like, you got to go.
Wow, well, I mean, I get it. I get why they're
And, like, they're very strict about their mask policy. Like, they have people going around, like, enforcing it. It's...
What about the, what's this part? Oh, my God, why am I forgetting the name of it? The place that everybody goes to drink. And
the pen.
That was,
that's completely closed, yeah.
No one's allowed in there.
Yeah.
And Edgar's Cantina is closed.
Yep.
Lookout Landing.
Is that pizza place, Ballard Pizza Co.? That's right behind, or right in that little area back?
I'm not sure.
I didn't go there.
I didn't go over there either.
We went straight up to our seats.
It looked like everything. I think they didn't want you going in.
Right.
I mean, they weren't encouraging you to really.
Yeah. And I'm okay. I mean, obviously, I know that we go there, and it's 8-1 in the bottom of the 8th, and people go to the pen and stuff. But I don't fuck with the pen. I don't like the people inside of the pen, and I just hate it there. It's
like if you can't get a spot to sit, then it's not fun.
It's a fucking frat house, and I hate it.
Yeah,
it's just
we're a little old for now.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, but I think it's just the thought of going to a live sporting event.
Yeah,
like
dude, it just hit different. I hate that phrase. It's like going around, but it felt different.
I walked in and
times.
I was like, it hit me. I was like, damn, this is real. Like
you smell the smells. The hot dogs, the garlic fries. I don't really like.
I told you before my game, my sodium intake was multiplied by way too much yesterday. My 85-ounce popcorn, my chicken tenders and garlic fries, my lemonade. Oh, it was delicious.
Yeah.
But your game. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was about to talk the game. We went to two very different games.
You went to Kikuchi.
Yeah.
Both games were against the Giants, which they did win the series 2-1. That's all it really matters.
2 out of 3, baby. We'll take that.
Your game, they did lose. It was one loss.
God, Kikuchi was so dialed in, man.
10Ks?
10 Ks, couple walks, I think. But dude, kept runners out the base paths, got some timely double plays, just looked locked in. The command was there. Did give up 2 home runs, but one was a solo. But God, he looked great. And that's what we need. Like, if it's not that we're making like a playoff push this year, but it's just nice to see a player that we were counting on at least in year 3 to like take that jump. Like, are you going to be a part of our rotation? Because we've got some studs that are going to be coming up. So are you going to be? You could be a 4 or a 5 as we go forward, like, because you're still relatively young. He's freaking 30, so it's like. Yeah. I don't know, good,
but
he looked great.
He's at 97.
Velo was there. God,
I didn't know he had that.
Oh, I did. Yeah,
I knew that he had it, but I didn't know that he like could throw that consistently.
Oh yeah, but that was awesome to see.
And
they were lost up there, and then Steckenridge came in, a guy who scraped into the team and just kind of got shelled. Yeah. But it was still fun. I still had a great time. I would have loved if they would have won, but it was just awesome to be back in the ballpark.
I went on Saturday when your guy Chris Flexen pitched, and he pitched great.
God, good command, dude.
He pitched awesome.
That was awesome to watch.
And what was more awesome, the bullpen came in and pitched even better.
Exactly, yeah.
So it was awesome.
Graveman throwing 99 miles an hour.
I love seeing that. Yeah. And the lineup, hitting did okay. Offense did okay. They had some clutch hits.
Yeah.
Taylor Trammell had his first hit. Trammell had his first hit and first RBI of the season.
Got our first dingers with France and Haniger.
France hit a bomb,
I stood up for Haniger on Friday night. I was like, I'm so happy to have that guy play again, and I'm sure he's, it's been almost 2 years since he's played. Yeah,
for sure.
That's awesome.
But yeah, man, it was just a good time to go. And it's early in the season, only 3 games in, but you see some clutch hitting.
Yeah. Timely hitting, and God, 13 strikeouts last night, 12 the night before.
You see some
for
good
our pitchers.
Good starting pitching.
How about the walks for the hitters? Drawing some walks. Jake Fraley, what's his on-base percentage? I swear to God, he's got 12 walks already.
Now, I think the only thing that we're going to really be worried about is the bullpen.
Yep.
I think we knew that.
Yep. I literally wrote that down.
It's going to be up and down.
It's going to be a roller coaster.
It's going to be an adventure. Now, I'll say this. If we're right there in the mix at the the deadline, let's get someone.
Let's try.
We're here early. We're still early.
I know. I'm
getting excited.
But we're just excited. We're excited.
Man, it's just, we got to.
Yeah, I think that could be the theme for this year. It's just, we could, timely hitting, clutch hitting, even Evan White getting some ribbies and stuff like that. It's a guy who's going to be a part of our future. It's hard
looking at some clutch hitting.
Yeah, looking at the averages right now.
I hope they start Saturday too.
Yeah.
A nice double.
Yeah, you're right. Dude.
Right down the line.
Trammell just stung that ball.
And the thing is when he came up on his first at bat, I was like, man, he's still hitting 0-0-0.
Yeah, looking for that first hit.
That first hit, man.
Yeah,
he got it, and he had a big RBI to break the game open.
I liked his tweet after the game. He's like, "Do you guys see how I try to act all like big at second base? Like he takes off his elbow guard and he's just like, I've been here before." I love players that can. That's why I'm so attracted to Trammell as a player because I like how
man.
Yeah, I like how he carries himself. He has fun. He makes baseball look like fun to play.
This whole team wants to have some fun.
Yeah,
it's a fun team to watch. 3 games in, it's early, but we're having fun.
Yeah. If we were 0-3, do you think? I don't know if I'm as chipper as I am.
No, we're probably not. We're probably not. And I will say, even the first game, we were texting each other back and forth. Typical Mariners fans being like, "Well, this sucks."
It was so weird. I was just like,
everything
dude,
sucks. Like,
ever since Service got here, back when we had Cruz and Cano, and Seager and all those guys, I was like, how many times did I see them come up there as a 3 or a 2, 3, 4, 5 hitter, swing at the first pitch and pop out?
No,
I'm like, dude, can you just at least watch a couple? Like, I don't care if you go down 0-2. Just make this guy's pitch count because that guy just looked like Cy Young in that first game. And then obviously we got to the bullpen and they struggled.
Yeah.
And we drew some walks and some timely hitting and a couple bad errors by the Giants. Sorry, but took advantage and we got the victory.
We'll take it.
Hell yeah.
Go Mariners.
Yes.
It's going to be a long season. We still got 159 games.
Yeah, 159
White Sox series starts tomorrow.
Yep.
Who's on the mound tomorrow?
Dunn? I thought it was Paxton.
Paxton's back on the mound.
Should be.
It's been looking really good.
I think that's why he didn't play against the Giants because he just pitched against them and he struck out like 10 or like 8 or 9 or whatever it was. So that was a good move, I think, by Service to just say
a good time. I'm excited, man. I'm excited about the Mariners. Another thing I'm really excited about is the NFL draft.
It's coming, man. 29th?
I think it's the 29th.
Yeah. So April 29th, yeah.
25 days from now.
Yes.
24 days from tomorrow.
You betcha.
I put out Mock Draft 2.0.
You sure did. It's fired up.
And just to be transparent, I forgot Mac Jones in the original copy of this.
Be transparent.
And to be more transparent with you, I then put him to the Jets, where I gave them 2 quarterbacks. And so to be transparent again, I took him off there and I put Ozuasu back to the Jets.
Right.
And I put...
Which has been a good pick.
Yes, absolutely. And then I put Mac Jones to... Now I'm forgetting even where I put Mac Jones.
I gotcha. I'm scrolling.
I put him 20 to the Bears.
Yeah. So they won't go after Russ.
Yeah, which makes sense. So, let's start with Mac Jones a little bit, who also ties in with the 3rd pick overall, the Niners pick.
Yeah.
Because I was really close to putting him there.
Yeah.
The
rumors were flying.
Very close. They're still flying.
Yeah.
And so
we're not going to know until it happens.
And we talked about this last week. The Niners moved up.
Yeah.
They're at pick 3 now after trading with the Dolphins.
Yep.
Let's pick a quarterback. And it's down to 3 names.
Period.
Trey Lance, Justin Fields, and Mac Jones is kind of the wild cards thrown in there. And I mocked Justin Fields to him.
Because it makes the most sense.
And I think either Trey Lance would too.
Yeah. I just think Justin Fields
don't know if
just
Mac
the body
Jones
of,
at 3 makes sense.
He's not an athlete.
I think Trey Lance makes more sense at 3.
Does Mac Jones have a good arm?
Yeah, he's got a pretty good arm. I think it's above average.
Okay,
it's nothing
we'll
special.
Take that. But yeah, nothing. Not out. He's not an outside the pocket playmaker. He likes to hand it off. And I know the Alabama offense is a little bit different.
His main thing is process, reads.
Yeah,
he's a smart guy.
Yeah, progressions.
Exactly.
Yeah,
he's accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Makes big plays. He's good on play action.
He's got the. I mean, he's what is he? 6'5", 220. He looks like a bigger.
And I'll say this: it seems like teammates are they're attracted towards his playing style. They like playing with him. He won a championship at Alabama.
True.
Devontae Smith has glowed about him over Tua,
the Heisman winner.
Just saying,
over Tua. Yeah,
Jalen Waddle even picked him too. Yeah. So
I wonder if it's the lefty versus righty thing. I wonder because obviously it's different way to catch a ball.
That would be something too.
You never know.
I will say, just looking at pictures with Mac Jones with them, after they won the ship, it just looks like it looks like Joe Burrow having a lot of
I know,
smoking cigars,
just chilling, guys being dudes, just won a title.
Listen, I'm not trying to knock Tua here, but Tua always it always seemed odd to me that his whole entire family moved from Hawaii to Alabama, to live with him practically in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
And then
they're at every game.
And I think they moved to Miami too. And I'm I just feel maybe let the kid live a little bit. Let him.
You think he's
Let him become a grown man a little bit.
Is his dad a military guy?
That might be me reaching a little bit.
Yeah. Is his
no,
dad
I think honestly he just shaped him to be a football player.
Yeah.
I
know he's big into faith. I don't think it was like
quite
that.
Todd Marinovich, but it was, it was close to that. It was like
what a comp right there, man. All I saw was purple. Everyone who's a Husky fan knows what happened and inside a Husky stadium. Yeah.
But yeah, the mock draft, Niners pick, I think you got Justin Fields or Trey Lance.
I would pee my pants if it's Justin Fields or Trey Lance. I would not pee my pants if it was Mac Jones. I would laugh, jersey, and you get the jersey, and we're laughing our way to another division title.
I would love it.
Yeah.
But what else did you have about that mock draft? You read it. I put it out earlier today. I don't know if everyone read it, but if you haven't, go ahead and read it. It's on our blog on our Linktree.
When you get to 4 and you get to the Falcons, and you know these quarterbacks just go bing bong bonk.
Yep.
Who's number 1 on most big boards? It's Sewell from Oregon. Yeah. This guy is going to be a legendary left tackle.
Sewell is sliding in a couple mocks that I've seen.
Is he? God, yeah. I thought the pro day and the pictures, he looks.
And he's 20 years old. And like tape also tells you
NFL really GMs good. Are just, dude, their mouths are watering.
I think what people forget is like, yes, the offensive tackle is not always a sexy position, the left tackle.
But it's the most.
But yeah, GMs know that
how important that position is on the field.
I think that the Falcons know that you get a left tackle there for the next 10 plus years.
Yeah. And you transition away from Matt Ryan and you bring in a new person. It's nice to have a door on that left side.
You don't need to draft a quarterback this year. There's a lot of mock drafts that have them drafting a quarterback this year, and I feel like
really
Matt Ryan hasn't showed a whole lot of like
regression.
I know that he's not like the greatest quarterback. I get that, but he's been fine.
4 years
I don't think the
removed
Falcons'
from an MVP.
Problems have been Matt Ryan
coaching.
It's been like the defense,
and the defense is terrible.
And the offensive line has been bad.
Very true.
Maybe get him some protection, and he doesn't have any running backs.
Yeah, none. After Freeman
maybe get
left,
him some help.
Yeah. Very true.
Sewell might help a little bit.
Gurley didn't really work
so I think
out.
Another thing is like it's not always the sexiest pick, but I think it's the right pick at 4. Yeah. And it's probably the best pick.
Looking at when we took Russell Okung, man, like we're just going, okay, we got our.
And he might be the second best player in the draft behind Trevor Lawrence.
Oh yeah, Sewell. Like the big board. Yeah, I mean you get down to Pitts. Pitts
pro
and
Jamar Chase both are like
and Jamar Chase
are up there. Yeah,
just as far as talent goes and like instant impact players, and that's why you go to Kyle Pitts. Him and Hawkinson for Jared Goff, dude. Great.
Can you imagine
Great.
That? And here's the thing about Pitts.
Does he block? I'm sorry. I always have to ask that as a tight end.
No, I got you. Because
when you got DeAndre Swift, like you're going to be running.
Sure. I wouldn't say he's the greatest blocker per se, but he's improved a lot.
Okay.
And another thing about Pitts is I'm not sure that he would even blocking that much.
Okay, yeah.
I think that he's going to be lining up a lot.
Split out?
Yeah. And he's just going to be a mismatch nightmare. He reminds me a lot more of just a more freaky, athletic Travis Kelce.
Okay. I was going to go George Kittle, Travis, but I get Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce just split out wide.
He's a wide receiver.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
That's honestly, I think that's what Kyle Pitts is going to mostly be as wide receiver.
Is that his comp as Travis Kelce? Or is that just what you see?
That's kind of my comp.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I read that somewhere.
That's what I like to look at is who they could compare to. And sometimes they're a little too outlandish.
I don't really have a comp for Sewell, but
yeah.
Travis Kelce to Kyle Pitts, just a more athletic version, freaky athletic version of Travis Kelce.
And that's they lost Galladay, right? So he left in free agency. So you need another pass catcher. And Marvin Jones. You're right. So
they have no one at wide receiver pretty much.
And Adrian Peterson's 40 years old, and DeAndre Swift should have took that job. I'm just speaking on behalf of my fantasy team. I'm just get the fuck out of my backfield, Adrian Peterson. Get out of here. The talent is with DeAndre Swift, but changing quarterbacks from Stafford to Goff, it's nice to have another top talent tight end to go with Hawkinson, who I think is actually really good. He's and
Kyle Pitts might be the second, third best player
on the board. Yeah,
he's unreal.
I like that. I do like. Sorry, I'm almost just going in order here.
No, that's okay. Do what you
Waddle over. When do you have
Smith
Devontae going?
I am going to 11 at the Giants.
Okay, you're a Waddle guy. We've known this.
Oh, are you talking about Smith? Okay, so I have Smith going to the Giants at 11.
Okay,
and I have Waddle going.
That's what I'm going pretty much
Panthers.
In order. Yeah,
I am a Waddle over Smith guy.
Okay, what sell me on that? Because dude,
I got
season that fucking Smith.
No,
had.
and I'm not putting out Smith at all.
Yeah,
I think Smith could be a great wide receiver in the NFL. He is.
Is it the size?
He is 5'8", $170.
I know
it's so small.
His hands go down to his ankles. Or
very
his
true.
arms.
Very true. He's got some freak measurements on him for sure. And he runs a 4.40, which helps.
Just glides across the field. Doesn't even look fast.
And he's probably going to be a fine receiver in the NFL. But Jalen Waddle, to me, reminds me of like a really freaky Alabama. Like,
what's his size? I think
he's like 6 foot, 200 pounds. He reminds me of Tyreek Hill a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Like, he just is a freak athlete.
Yeah.
You go watch his basketball highlights.
Oh, of course he has that. Yeah.
He might be.
Tyreek can dunk, and he's 5'10".
Jalen Waddle, I think, might be like 6 feet.
Yeah.
But I think he might be. He's 5'10". He's listed at 5'10". So he's not. Yeah. He's 5'10", $185. So he's not like big either.
Mm-hmm.
And neither was Tyreek Hill.
Right.
But this guy glides, and I know that he didn't have the season last year, but he was hurt.
Sure.
And before he got hurt, he was the leading receiver on the team.
And then
he was probably going to have he was probably going to put up the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But then he got hurt.
Which makes you wonder about Mac Jones. I'm like, he was delivering the ball. So
that's true.
But
don't get me started on Alabama quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But Jalen Waddle, I think, might be the best Alabama receiver out of like the last like 4 to come out. You know, like the last you got Waddle, Devontae Smith. Who am I forgetting now? On the Broncos,
Jerry Jeudy,
and then Ruggs.
Yeah,
Henry. Ruggs. He might be the best out of those 4.
Yeah, I like that.
Waddle.
I think Judy's gonna be really good. I think Drew Lock's not that. I mean, he's okay.
I think what Waddle does perfectly in the Panthers' offense is fill in that Curtis Samuel role.
Just a playmaker guy who can do. He can. You see him like taking like handoffs and shit, like Samuel does.
He could
like end arounds,
and he's also a really good punt returner, kick returner.
That's a big player. Yeah. That's a big player. Who do you got? Like, let's look at our division. Who's Arizona taking? What pick do they got?
They have the 16th pick, and I have them picking J.C. Horn out of South Carolina, the cornerback.
Oh, Patrick Peterson replacement. I like that.
Exactly.
I like that. He's old. He's gone.
And J.C. Horn is really good.
Yeah.
Had a great pro day. And these pro days, man.
Who isn't running a 4.4
I think they're all a little inflated.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. We know this.
I swear to God, everyone's running 4.4s.
That's all we got, so we got to stick with it.
Mm-hmm.
But he had a good pro day.
Yeah.
And he's probably the second best cornerback prospect out there, and he's going to be a good cornerback prospect.
And that's a need for them. I mean, they have Byron Murphy still.
Yeah.
But need another guy. Peterson, he's gone.
You look at their depth chart, the Cardinals' depth chart, they're pretty set offensively. Like, they could use some offensive line help.
I want them to be set offensively. Just stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
They could use some offensive line help, but at this point, there's not a whole lot of offensive line.
Yeah.
And J.C. Horn, I think it's just the best pick there for them.
I like that. So you got, Mac Jones going to the Bears. Do you see him instantly being in a battle with Andy Dalton?
I feel like the Bears have committed to Andy Dalton.
Okay, for 1 year.
Yeah, and I feel like they're going to let
$10 million? 1 year? I forgot. Yeah, I think it was 10 million.
They're going to give him a long leash.
Sure.
And
not like a turnover threshold.
I mean, say that they go like 0-3, 0-4 to start the season. Then maybe
might be Mac Jones time.
Exactly.
If they go that route, which you could see that happening.
Exactly.
Okay.
I did also want to talk about Najee Harris at 19.
Okay. We talked a little bit.
The Washington football team.
Yeah. We talked about that a little bit before.
Might seem kind of like an out of bounds kind of pick.
Mm-hmm. But if you were the GM and we're playing Madden 21.
They already have Antonio Gibson, who's a great running back.
Yeah.
But is he an every down back?
No, he's too slight.
Yeah.
More of a receiving guy.
Yeah, he's definitely like more of a third down, receiving, long down kind of back.
I would love to get him in fantasy.
Najee Harris, you put in there for 2-3 downs every possession.
Bell cow.
And then mix in Antonio Gibson. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And that would help. Who's there? Or who are they committed to at quarterback? Is it
Heineke?
Is it Heineke? I like him.
I think Heineke's
I like him. Haskins is out. Guy's going to strip clubs instead of worrying about winning football games. He's out.
Yeah. Heineke's there. And Najee Harris just gives him another weapon.
I like that. A lot of trades. A lot of very interesting trades.
A couple trades in here, yeah.
Obviously not the Seahawks. We're not
have the Steelers trading up to 21 to pick Etienne. Because I just thought that they would need a running back at some point. And
with Connor being a little injury prone, and who do they got? Benny Snell.
Exactly. Well, actually, Connor's not even there anymore.
That's right. I forgot. Yeah. I was about to say. I thought Connor took off.
They had McFarland, Benny Snell, and they just signed Kalen Balaj.
ASU.
He's on my dynasty squad.
He won me a couple fantasy games this year.
Just saying. So they need another running back. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And Etienne is a home run threat, and I have them trading up because I feel like
is Etienne? Is he? I thought he was the number one rated running back. Is it Harris?
Harris is probably battling for it.
Okay,
yeah. But
I like both of them. I think they're both.
I had them
studs.
trading up just in case the Jets try to take him. So I feel like the Jets might try to take him in 23.
Okay, yeah, because they got 50-year-old Frank Gore. Jesus Christ, is that guy ever gonna is he gonna die on the football field?
Yeah, probably.
I swear to God, he's been running
like gladiator battle.
He was in 6th grade. We were in 6th grade when he debuted.
It was like 06, right? Yeah.
04. 04, yeah.
04. Yeah.
He's unreal.
Unreal.
Yeah.
At that position. Like, if you were a quarterback, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Running back, and every down running back, he used to make me so upset playing the Seahawks in those early years. With oh my God, he would run for 150 yards, just guaranteed.
Yep.
Just guaranteed.
He's a lot of returns, doesn't he? Like
punt returns?
Yeah.
Did he do those?
I swear I've seen like a decent.
He might. I'd have to look it up. I'd have to look it up.
He did.
Like early in his career when he could.
Early in his career, he did some punt returns,
and they like full touchdown returns.
I think he did a couple. Yeah.
Just looking into to round this, not to round this out, but a lot of wide receivers going in the first round, and
it's a deep wide receiver class.
Exactly. So I'm thinking about the Seahawks right now. At 56, obviously we don't have the second round stuff, and I haven't looked a lot at what we're going to do. I would love if we did an offensive lineman at 56 just to show commitment to we're trying to fix that obvious problem. I know we need a third wide receiver.
Let's get into the Hawks. I like that. Let's get in the Hawks draft strategy.
Okay.
Let's do this. Because I have a couple names.
Okay. I was just curious with all these wide receivers. I'm like, who the fuck is left?
Have a wide receiver on here.
Okay.
There might be a couple names that we can talk about.
Okay.
But a couple names I did put on here that at 56. And actually, let's talk about this first. So I think there's two strategies
to the Hawks
for the Hawks draft, and you're probably there with me. I mean, there's only two.
Yeah.
You stick. You stick at 56.
I think you have to make a pick there.
And I agree with you. I think you stick at 56, 129, and 250.
Yeah.
Or you trade out of 59 or 56, sorry.
Yeah.
Trade out of 56 and probably get
a
65 and on, and
hopefully a 4th or a 5th.
100 plus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure it really makes that much of a difference.
And a lot of
I think we're here. We're sticking. Yeah. We're here together.
Yeah.
You stick with 56, 129, 250. And
I'm not saying you just. Sometimes I watch the draft. I'm like, just take the best available guy.
Sure.
Just the best person. Yeah. Now, I just want the best available either receiver or offensive lineman.
It's been a weird offseason with COVID.
True.
Coaches have not been able to meet people in person.
No combine. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
No combine. Less college visits during the season.
Yep.
Less college games.
Period.
Less college tape.
Yep.
So I think maybe you put your eggs in different baskets, such as free agency and trades.
True.
And just developing players from other drafts.
Exactly.
And focusing on the 22 draft.
And just let these other teams that have all these draft picks say, hey, good luck with this basic lottery.
And just focus on your 3 picks.
Sure.
Hit home runs.
Yeah.
So at 56, though, I do have a couple names.
What do you got?
Let's see here. So offensive line is I do have a couple offensive line guys.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I do have a wide receiver on here.
Thank you.
I have 2 centers.
2 centers.
Yeah.
Okay. True centers?
Creed Humphrey out of Oklahoma.
Okay.
Like a 2-year starter, 3-year starter.
Good program.
He's like the center 2 in most.
What's his size?
That's a good question. I'm not sure off the top.
I'm not like a big size guy, but like for center, I like my guy to be.
I get you.
Three and a quarter bills.
He's got a nice mullet.
We like that. It's a hard
really nice mullet. He's listed.
If you go the offensive line route, it just shows commitment to Russell Wilson. Like, hey, we're really trying to draft you some talent here, and hopefully guys that we can.
6'4", 300 pounds. Decent sized guy.
We like that.
But he's got experience playing center, a lot of it. I also have, these are just big school prospects. It's funny how the list kind of turned out.
Well, it beats the hell out of small school prospects.
I have Josh.
That scared me.
That's NFL.com.
Yeah. You're good. It's an ad.
You're good. Josh Myers, another center, Ohio State.
Yep, I've heard that name. I've heard that name as a possibility.
I'm not sure he's going to be there at 56.
Okay. Do you see him as a lower second rounder?
I was thinking that he might be more of the 45 to 55, maybe 60 range.
Okay.
We're hoping that he might be there.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Not banking on it. Creed Humphrey's more likely to be there.
Okay.
Josh Myers is a great player.
Yeah. What receiver do you got?
Let me name the offensive tackle first.
Okay. You got a tackle. Okay.
I have a tackle.
Centers and a tackle. Okay.
Let me name the wide receiver last because I think he's the most exciting.
Okay.
Now this tackle is more of a developmental pick for me.
Okay, so you draft him and mold him into something.
Probably the left tackle of the future.
Yeah. When Dwayne Brown's going to retire pretty soon.
This guy's name is Spencer Brown.
Spencer Brown.
Offensive tackle, Northern Iowa. So he's a smaller school dog. Freak athlete. Freak
Really?
size. Let me just bring up his...
Do you have a pro day stat?
Yeah,
or?
let me just bring this up really quickly. Spencer... I should have had this up recently already, but this dude's a freak. Spencer Brown. There he is. He's 6'9", 311 pounds.
That's 6'9". That's a... Oh, I just saw a picture of him.
Yeah, so...
Looks like a Spencer.
Has a wingspan of 83 inches.
Those are some arms.
Hands are 10 3/8 inches. It's got mitts.
Some freaking... That's a rack of bananas right there, dude.
Not sure about like his 40 times and all that, but...
Oh, fuck that.
As you can tell by his size, he's a wall. He's just literally
his arms
a
are
wall.
very long.
So I think he's a little raw.
Yeah.
For sure. But draft him at 56, sit him for
Still
a
have
year,
Dwayne Brown there.
let him a couple reps.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Some tutelage, some tutoring.
And maybe he might play right tackle too.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Never know. Okay. Wide receiver, probably the most interesting prospect. And again, I'm not sure he's going to be here because he put on a pretty good pro day. He's a big school prospect. He's really good. And honestly, I just love this guy. Amari Rogers, wide receiver.
I was reading about him on Twitter he ran a...
Yeah. I'm not sure he's going to be here at 56.
Do you think he just bought his stock up
he's
in the
about
past
6
week?
foot, 200 pounds. He also lined up at running back on pro day and like showed like cuts and stuff like that. So he's just a freak athlete. Returns punts, return kicks, made some huge plays in the playoffs recently.
What's his size? Is he sub 6 foot?
He's listed at 6 foot.
Okay.
So he's probably like 5'11".
Okay.
Around 200 pounds. But man, put him as the third receiver in the slot or on the outside and let Tyler Lockett play the slot.
Like our quick little hitters, little bubble screens. And
I think you're
a guy who can make people miss is...
And suppose he can line up in the backfield or he can take handoffs.
And do gadget plays and shit like that. We love the playmakers, and I know Pete does too. Guys who can do... I just think about like J.D. McKissick, guy who can line up in the slot or handle the rock.
It's a couple names.
I like that.
There's a bunch more too. I think
it's hard to predict day 2 stuff after. There could be some reaches and all this other shit. So.
I'm a big fan of Dane Brugler on the Athletic.
Okay,
draft guy. A couple like wide receivers. A couple other wide receivers he has in that range. He has Elijah Moore, but I think he's going to go way higher than that. He also, because he had a huge pro day. He also has Diami Brown out of North Carolina, which is a bigger receiver.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. I don't know if he's
I
don't know if he's a third wide receiver. Like, I don't know if he's going to be like
the body
slot,
type for it or a
like he's 6'2", 195, 200 pounds. Like he's a pretty big receiver. Like he's going to be outside.
You like your slot receivers are usually your possession shorter but faster.
You want them
types
to
of
get
guys.
Yeah, like there's Tutu Atwell out of Louisville. He might be a decent wide receiver option. I kind of like St. Brown out of USC.
Yeah, he was
but
good.
I think
a couple
that he
years.
might go earlier too.
Yeah.
I think a lot of these guys
and Pittman were great.
I think a lot of these guys are going to go earlier. To be honest with you,
so it's hard to predict. Do you think with the inflation of the pro day numbers, like what if they, I was about to say get on campus, but what if they get into training facilities and they're actually not that fast, or they're actually not? That's what's so tough with no combines and how official those numbers were and like how many reps you're doing and stuff. And I know some of these were recorded and all that shit. Sure. So like, and obviously some coaches were actually there to actually see how many times.
I think that like at this point, like
it's so hard to time that shit with your hand, dude.
I think like most coaches are like, and scouts and GMs
for a 40 time
are like, okay, we trust most of these times. Like they're pretty.
Why would they lie?
They're pretty damn close.
Yeah, if it's Ohio State, if it's your big programs, like why are they lying?
Why would they lie? They're pretty damn close,
Mm-hmm.
and they might add like 0.1 second, 0.05 seconds,
tenth of a second off. Yeah.
But these guys are still freak athletes, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like everybody ran a sub 4.4. It doesn't matter if it was a tight end or a sub 4.5, I should say. Doesn't matter if it was a tight end, a lineman, a quarterback. I'm just like, oh, everyone's just
so these
a
guys
blazer.
are doing their own Columbine on their own pretty much.
Yeah.
So they're also some of them are doing that, and then there's also things called pro days.
Yeah.
Where they do the schools put on like combines.
They'll-
And they've been doing that for years.
Right.
But the combine in Indianapolis was always
This was like their second chance. If they had a bad combine, they was like, okay, I was hurt or I was nursing a hamstring thing. I wasn't as fast. Come to my school and I'll show you how fast I am.
And the combine's actually put on by the NFL.
Right.
Pro days are put on by the schools.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
But to be honest with you, just kind of go off base here, off topic a little bit. Like the 40 time might be gone soon.
Like they won't even run it at the combine?
I think a lot of data nowadays is just speed on the field.
Football speed. Can't coach it.
Literally miles per hour on the field.
Yeah.
And the bigger schools are starting to use services like that. Like LSU, I think one of their linebackers, I think it was Jabril Cox. He had to sit out because he had some hamstring tightness or something like that.
Sure. And
they had an infographic of like in-game averages, like speeds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was like average speed was like 15.2 miles per hour or something like that
as a linebacker.
And other stuff like that.
Yeah. I like that. I want to know what you look like in pads and a helmet and all that.
In the future, it's going to be that.
And I like that. Absolutely go towards that because it's easy to run in a tracksuit or spandex.
Exactly.
Put your pads on. Put your helmet on that weighs what? 3-4 pounds. Put that on your head. I want to see how you are. I want to see football speed.
Yeah. So I think, and there's been some articles on that. Bruce Feldman's wrote a call on that. So
wow, that could be the way of the future. I like that a lot.
But yeah, the Hawks definitely have some big questions at 56 and 129 and 250.
A lot of people putting a lot of weight on that pick, man. For John Schneider, this is I'm not going to say it's like a super pressured pick, like a career.
Well, it sucks because you only have 3 picks.
Yeah. So, but this can't be a swing and a miss, man. It cannot.
It's literally like instead of buying 25 lottery tickets, you're just buying 3.
Yeah.
And you're just hoping that you hit 1 on 3.
And obviously with the years,
we've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all gambled and almost,
I don't think I've ever bought a lottery ticket.
Well, not lottery ticket. I'm just saying like blackjack table. You're like getting down to your final, chips, and you're like, I gotta just put it all in, see what happens.
Fuck it. Bet all on red.
You know how it goes.
Or on roulette.
We've all been there.
I did.
Yeah.
I played poker last weekend.
We've gone to Vegas a couple. You went? Yeah, you put.
Yeah, he did.
With Huey, Brandon, Sarah, and
I didn't play.
Oh, when I left?
Did Adam play with you?
Adam.
Damn, you guys played? Damn, I haven't played poker in a while. I missed that.
Put up real
Dude,
money.
Sarah said that she won like a lot of Huey's money.
Always trying to play poker.
Yeah, because Huey kept buying in.
Did he? Yeah. Dude, Sarah told me at the game on Friday that she took like $160 from him.
Huey's Carl's Corner.
Yeah.
Speaking of Carl's Corner, not this week, unfortunately.
We tried to organize it, but
he has some Easter plans. I know you guys want to hear Carl. I get it.
Yeah. He's coming. He's coming
got
back.
some Easter plans with some family. So instead, we kind of have a new segment, sort of, a little grab bag segment where we're just going to talk about whatever's on our mind, really.
Yeah. Stuff that we've read, stuff that we've seen, stuff that either makes us happy, makes us pissed, or makes us uncomfortable.
Anybody want to go first? Anybody want to just...
I'll go first.
It's just random.
I'll go first. So,
did you come with one? No? Good. Okay.
That's okay. I have 3.
We'll inspire you.
Went to the game on Friday. Went to the Mariner game. So I guess this is somewhat sports related.
This is almost like old man thoughts a little bit.
That's what I was feeling like this kind of.
It could be, but I have other things that aren't old man thoughts.
I'm curious. No, it's fine.
I detest people that wear Seahawks gear to Mariner games.
Hate them. So when I was dressing for the Mariners game on Saturday night, I didn't have any of my jerseys because they're
here in the box outside the door. Yeah,
I had a Mariners T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a Mariners hat anymore. I don't know why.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I have to get new ones. I have a bigger dome.
I think I lost
7 3/8 now.
I think I lost mine. I think I just get a new one.
Mm-hmm. They're $40 now. I hate that inflation. They used to be $34.99. Fuck that.
So all I have
26.
Yeah, he remembers. He remembers.
So all I have is a Mariners T-shirt right now, and then like a little pullover, which was freezing last night.
Yeah,
so that's why I got this.
Yeah,
which I like this a lot.
Hell yeah.
But when I was getting dressed, I was like, I don't think I can wear like other teams' gears. Like I don't think
because Brandon's up in those stands.
I don't even feel appropriate wearing a Kraken's hat to the game.
Would I care?
I would.
Well, no, but I don't. I don't even feel appropriate wearing
a
Kraken's hat to the game.
If you're,
so I just ended up wearing a Nike golf hat, which I felt was more appropriate.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's neutral.
That's what
It's
I'm
neutral.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so I agree with you there.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
It
I
just
feel
makes me
like-
so upset. And like people already make fun of our fan base, 12 cents 12 and
Unfortunately,
Russell Wilson, all
I
this
think
shit.
that's-
You're giving us a bad name.
I think that's the state of the Mariners, though, is nobody really wants to spend
They
money
have
on
fucking
the Mariners.
Seahawks night, Ben. Like
I know, but
they're
don't-
celebrating the team across the
Nobody
street.
really wants to wear Mariners merchandise.
That's
They
true.
wear
It's so
Seahawks
bad. We're
merchandise.
like a bad carnival.
I-
I don't know how to explain
It's a
it.
We're like a
circus.
bad dream.
It's like
Yeah.
tacky shit. Like
It's a
We're like a
circus.
bad recurring dream.
yeah.
Okay, this
Like a
brings me
cheap car
something else
salesman.
happened.
We're like Arrested Development, honestly. Like we're like
they're
the joke.
the Bluths.
We're like, we're like a joke.
Yeah.
I've been watching Arrested Development. If you can't.
No, something else happened at the game. I'm on my way down. We just lost to the Giants. Giants fans started chirping with some Mariners fans. Just some classic chirping. Just
Love it.
stuff. And I'm like, oh god, we got some chirpers. And I was saying it to my party. It's
Yeah.
like, oh look, listen to these guys. They started chirping. And I'm like, dude, the Giants were 29-31 last year. You're not exactly world beaters. I know they had that little run.
Yeah.
They won 2 titles.
Every
and
even year. Blah blah.
yeah,
blah.
exactly. Yeah, I remember that. I'm not throwing a slight
Go
to think-
Giants.
Yeah, I'm not throwing shade at the Giants,
Our
but
ballpark's on the water. We
Yeah.
have kayakers.
yeah,
Yay.
I'm not. But I was just like, dude, they're 29-31, and a Mariner fan comes by me and he goes, "It's not like the Mariners were any better." I'm like, "Do you think I'm defending the Mariners
Yeah.
when I say that shit? They've sucked for 20 years, my friend.
Yeah.
Like, you don't think I fucking know? Like,
It's hard. I'll say this,
But
I
it's
don't
just funny
necessar-
when
I don't
you-
necessarily disagree with you, but it is hard as a Mariners fan putting down other organizations.
no, I
because-
totally understand that, but
because it always comes back to being well.
but what
dude,
I
you're
like
a
is like,
Mariners
oh,
fan.
did your team just blow a 6-run lead last night?
It's true.
Oh, that was your squad. Bummer, dude.
I'm in a group chat
Sucks
with.
to be you, nerd.
Yeah.
I'm in a group chat literally with 10 other Bay Area guys.
Yeah. Oh, they're
And
Giants
so
fans?
They're
I was
talking
chirping.
shit.
I was chirping a little bit. I told them we were going
They're
to
probably
sweep
talking
them.
shit all game.
Yeah.
I told them we were going to sweep them, but
Oh.
then we won 2-1.
You the broom emoji?
So I did send the Kyle Seager gif last night of him going.
I know which one you're
And
talking
no one
about.
gave me any
Nothing.
feedback on that.
Nothing. No likes, no hearts, no ha-has, nothing.
But a couple of them go, "Oh, it looks like an even year" when they beat the Mariners on Saturday, and then they lost.
yeah, I'm not throwing. I mean, geez, shit, dude. I know the runs that you guys had in the late or the 2010s and stuff like, and with Lincecum and all those guys.
Giants have
it was
been a good
but it was
franchise.
this lady was chirping at this guy. I don't even know what the words that were said. Like it was
There are
just
too many Giants fans.
and they
let's be
were
honest.
they were drunk, obviously, and I get what happens. But this Mariner fan just comes out of nowhere and chirps him out. He's like, "Not like the Mariners are any better." I'm like, "You don't think I fucking know, dude? Don't fucking tell me stuff I don't already know." I'm just talking about, hey, I swear to God, she was throwing their titles in his face or something like that, or throwing World Series rings, which it's an easy thing to throw at a franchise that has yet to reach a fucking World Series. Like, I'm not defending the Mariners. I'm just saying, calm down. It's a new year. It's
Yeah.
2021.
Humble
You guys just freaking self-sacrificed yourself last night by an 8 or 7-1 or 6-1 not a deficit. We were in a deficit, but they had a lead like that and they just fucking shit the bed. Like there's no other way to fucking put it. Errors, walking hitters. It was a carnival in that bottom half of that 8th inning. So that irritated me, but going back to, because I saw a guy wearing a 12 jersey. It wasn't even like a Russell jersey. It wasn't a Bobby Wagner jersey. It was a fucking 12 jersey with the fan on the back. I'm like, you don't know who our left tackle is. You don't know who is a safety. You don't know nobody. So I'm like, dude, that is a $110 jersey. Go to the fucking team store. Go get a $15 clearance rack item. Put it on and wear it. Or don't go. No, I'm not going to say don't go. But that's the thing. So many people make fun of our fan base that we came out of nowhere in 2012. Everyone dusts off their Seahawks gear from 2005 or 2006, and all of a sudden we're good again. No.
I saw a Ryan Healy jersey last night.
He used a duck, but I liked him.
Is he? Oh, interesting.
Went to Oregon. That's hilarious. I didn't even know they sold those.
Yeah, I know, right? No, I get you though. I get you, and I feel like, Giants fans aren't that bad, but I feel like they're kind of up there because they won a lot of ships and
No shit.
they feel like
That's the thing. I would, if that was a Yankee fan chirping or a Red Sox fan or the Blue Jays fan.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
You're good.
But you said Yankees, and that triggered me
Okay.
because, like you said, don't wear other people's gear to the games.
Yeah. I saw a Dodgers jersey. I saw a Corey Seager jersey last night.
Okay, yeah.
You know what? I
Friday.
did see two separate jerseys. I saw a Mike Piazza Mets jersey, black, but it was sick, and I don't care because it was
number 31. He used to be one of my favorite players.
It was one of the greatest jerseys I've ever seen. So you know what? Don't even care.
Those black Mets jerseys are top 5 MLB jerseys ever.
Mike Piazza's a legend.
Yes. Was it pinstripe?
So don't even care.
It's pinstripe?
Yeah. No. It's the black
with
it's
the blue
black
cursive?
with and the little orange trim. It's
Okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's one of the best black jerseys out there. It's up there with like the Orioles.
Yep.
But on the opposite end of the spectrum, I saw somebody wearing a number 2 Yankees jersey. And I get that it's Derek Jeter. He's a legend. I get it.
The captain.
But this guy is like celebrating when the Mariners are scoring. No.
Is that the only baseball jersey you own, brother?
That doesn't fly with you. That doesn't fly with you.
And I was. You can ask Neil. I was yelling last night.
You were cheering.
I was telling this guy, you're not allowed to cheer.
How close is this guy sitting to you?
About a couple of rows. He heard me once or twice.
Within earshot.
Yeah. And he just looked at me like, what?
How old is he?
I was about to ask that.
He was like 25.
Okay.
He was a little bit, you could tell that like him and his friends were getting fucked up and like he was like, I don't get it. But he was ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
And like I just don't get it. And Yankees fans piss me off, but
Oh yeah.
that's not even my section here.
Okay. But I get what you're saying.
I am going to go a completely different route here.
Okay.
I was just perusing the internet for like funny headlines and stuff like that, and just
Stuff that's been trending and stuff.
Yeah, this isn't even that trending that much.
Okay.
What?
Have you read this? Do you see this headline?
Conference got the screen.
Yeah. Do you see a headline? So I was just perusing, and I was on BBC.com, which is not what you think it is. It's British. It's British Broadcasting Corporation.
Yeah.
Which is a news
not
network.
the porn category.
Yeah.
Get your head out of the gutters.
Come on, guys. And I saw a headline. The headline reads, Amazon apologizes for wrongly denying drivers need to urinate in bottles. And this is why I brought this up before the show about peeing in bottles.
Oh.
Yeah, remember when we talked about it?
Yeah, I was like
I implanted in your head, right?
Yeah.
I've never personally peed in a bottle.
I have.
You have.
I'm pretty sure I have.
On more than one occasion.
I guess it's kind of a common thing. And so with this article,
it's like emergency.
Yeah, I get it.
I could count how many times on one hand.
Well, and what this article is about is some senator, or I don't know if he's a senator. He's a politician.
Sure.
From Wisconsin. He referenced in a tweet Amazon making workers urinate in water bottles
on the job. Yeah.
The official
Saturday Night Live, I'm pretty sure, made a skit about this. I think maybe not.
Yeah, and I'm sure it happens. And also in the back of my head, I'm like, it doesn't seem like that huge an issue per se, but
oh no, it was Barstool. Little Sam Sasquatch made a video about it.
You know what?
Did you see it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
but they were working in the factory.
And so
this is where this gets interesting.
Yeah,
the official Amazon Twitter account then replied to that tweet saying,
"Oh boy,
if that were true, nobody would work for us."
Oh.
A little like, okay.
A little.
The company then apologized after evidence emerged of drivers having urinate in bottles, because I think people went online and posted pictures and videos and being like, "Yo,
this happens.
I'm on my route right now and I have to pee." And
so do they just have like timed breaks?
So
like,
I don't know exactly, but
sure. I've heard that though. I heard the working conditions inside of the warehouse suck.
I have heard that.
This is
as
a
well.
warehouse, not the truck.
No. Well,
I'm sorry.
We still get here.
Yeah.
The company then issued a statement saying, we owe an apology to the representative who made the tweet earlier. The tweet was incorrect. It did not compliment our large driver population and instead wrongly focused only on our fulfillment centers.
Okay, so the warehouses.
So I think like they thought that they were talking about the fulfillment centers, but they were actually talking about the drivers.
Oh, so it's just a miscommunication or a misinterpretation.
Yeah. And then it added that the Amazon added that its fulfillment centers have dozens of toilets that can use it at any time.
Yeah.
Like, if you're at Home Depot or Lowe's or any retail location, any factory.
Sure.
But I just thought to myself, what happens with UPS and FedEx drivers? What do they do?
Yeah.
Do they have water bottles too?
I feel like you could just go to a grocery store or
I
something.
think
you'd be all right.
So Amazon can't do that though. And so in the article,
they must be monitored.
It did not have anything about anything like that.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure exactly.
I know that with FedEx and UPS, you can't stop your route until your truck's empty. So it doesn't matter how many packages you have or whatever, you don't bring it back to wherever your, hub is or base or whatever you drive back to until your truck's empty.
Kind of gets it here a little bit.
I think Amazon, you can leave stuff.
Amazon,
but then you make those leftover packages your first of the next day.
We know that drivers can and do have trouble finding restrooms because of traffic or sometimes rural routes. Mm-hmm. And this has been especially the case during COVID.
Hey, you want to go shit in the woods?
And especially been heightened during COVID.
Yeah. Oh, very true. Very true.
It said that the problem has been a long-standing industry-wide issue.
Mm. So industry
FedEx
meaning
and UPS are also struggling.
Guys, yeah.
So let's not forget about them. Okay, yes, let's not forget about them.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Where's all this pee from water bottles going? That's my next question.
Oh.
In the recycle.
That's not right.
Just throwing them away. Maybe they hold on to them.
They dump it.
Pee cannot be recycled.
Or they dump it.
They dump it out probably.
Just like onto the street?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
just like transients.
Like the 1600s in France?
Do you guys remember Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah, I do.
That?
I do remember
the guy
that.
used to be a trucker, and he used to be a trucker, and now he's like can only pee in like a jug.
Yeah,
and he has all these piss jugs, and he just tosses them.
Yep.
Well,
like,
I do remember that. I used to live with someone that like would wake up in the middle of the night and just pee in jugs.
Okay, I'd get that looked at. I would. Just not.
I'm not going to mention his name.
No, you
might know who it is.
Oh, I thought you were like something like you roommated with like back in.
I mean, I lived with him.
Oh, okay.
It was just me and him.
Is that just a pure laziness to not go to the bathroom? Like,
well, I will say one more. Well, no, actually, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
I don't know what other kind of conclusion there is.
Lived in the same room as the toilet, so yeah, it was pure laziness.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that doesn't even sound comfortable. Did he just like turn to the side?
Okay, you guys both know this guy. We went to high school with him. It rhymes with Brad.
No shit.
So it makes more sense now, right?
For sure. So he just left. He just leave him on the side of his bed.
So first of all, we lived together on a boat.
Okay,
which was also interesting.
So now
you're narrowing it down too much, man.
You're going down
do all that.
A rabbit hole.
Sorry.
Yeah,
but I would find a lot of piss in jugs all around.
At least you didn't mistake it for like apple juice or something. You're like,
oh, absolutely
some
not.
nice treetop.
And the only reason why I described the boat is because there was like this little entrance way where you could sit. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. And literally on like those little, like on the left one, there's always like 3 or 4 jugs of just full of piss.
Holy hell.
And they just sat there for a couple days.
Holy hell.
And I wasn't going to touch them.
Wow.
So, I mean, yeah, I think it's more common than we think. I mean, peeing in jugs.
More common than you've been.
I guess more common than I think.
Exactly. I have done it. Road trips.
Yeah.
And I've seen people do it in my own car.
Yeah.
Which I was not happy about. But
hey, no, I was not in on that.
He looks at Comrade. Wasn't fucking me,
remember.
Dude.
Well, you Comrade. It was Cameron.
Well, that's true. You might not piss in my car, but you definitely did other things in my car.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Hey, man, it happens.
Yeah.
You weren't the only one that night.
Okay, speaking of
epic night.
Speaking of piss, I guess I could get a little transfer in here. Did you guys watch the In Between concert by Miley Cyrus?
No, for the Final Four.
In-between
no,
games.
I didn't. I heard it was
horrible.
What was this for?
It was like a halftime show, but not a halftime show. But like you think about the Super Bowl, it's at halftime. This was in between both Final Four games, so technically halftime between 2 games.
Yeah,
and she threw a little concert. She covered Stevie Nicks, Queen songs. She did like 3 of her own songs, I want to say, Wrecking Ball and whatever piss she put out a year or two ago. Not a Miley Cyrus guy. She's obviously gone off the deep end. She looks weird now. Her hair is not... I used to think she was stunning as Hannah Montana. I thought she was very, very pretty. And then, whatever, just can't handle the spotlight and kind of have like a, not a breakdown or anything, but some stuff's happened to her. And
She's
I get that. Yeah. The Liam stuff, the guy from the Hunger Games that she was dating, married, and yeah, it's just weird. But this was that's her personal life.
Yeah.
The product that I listened to during that was just horrendous. First off, nobody can sing like Freddie Mercury. Nobody can. and her putting her own little spin on it, which I get. People do at concerts, you sing a cover, you do whatever. It was just bad, and I didn't like it, like at all. And I was like, this is so weird. Like, there's people, obviously I know with like COVID and stuff, they have these little like squares in the concert, and like 2 people per square. And it was like a Baylor fan and a Houston fan. I'm like, you are 2 girls that are just cute, and you're like, here, wear this and go dance and do this. It was just weird, awkward.
Good for TV.
Yeah. But it wasn't good for TV. I was just like,
too manufactured.
Yeah.
But a lot of Super Bowl halftime shows have been looking like that too lately.
Really? And maybe I just haven't noticed.
Fans out there.
Yeah, you're right.
It looks like it's like, dude,
staged.
It just looks like so like
forced.
They don't even look like they're having fun.
Yeah, it's forced. They panned to one guy, and he was just there, like, just standing there.
Does kind of remind me. Have you guys seen Friends?
Yeah.
The New Year's Eve show when Ross and Monica do the dance together.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
It's funny. I'll show you guys.
I've seen the show, but I just don't remember the.
I'll show you guys the clip. It's funny.
What time are we at? Are we?
Cameron, do you have one? I was gonna say let's end with Cameron.
Well, there's something on my mind. You guys heard about the Michael Rappaport, Kevin Durant, and Barstool?
Yeah. That is some serious rocket fire.
I just had to catch up this whole week.
Yeah.
I was like, what? This is a thing? Because I thought KD and him were cool.
Yeah. That was
back all the way to like Barstool and Portnoy. And
it's like a 3-way beef right now.
Yeah. Dude, Matt Rappaport's, he's in a casket and it's nailed to the ground right now.
It doesn't look
Speaking
good.
of Friends.
Speaking of Friends, he was
great in Friends.
Yeah.
Did you
guys watch Atypical? The people who live on the spectrum. It's a Netflix original show.
I haven't seen it.
Anyways, he plays the dad in it. He's actually not that bad, and it was actually right in the middle of his Barstool employment.
He's actually a good actor.
And
it's just that
he was employed by Barstool.
Yeah. He did the little rants.
It
and
was
the little.
Pretty quick though.
It was 6 months. He worked there.
It didn't end well.
It seemed like a perfect.
That's
hire.
why him and Portnoy now are like beefing.
He sued him.
How long ago was
for
this?
wrongful termination.
How long ago was this?
And slander, I think.
And slander, yeah. They said that it was a premeditated firing. Like they were just waiting for him to mess up.
Portnoy put these shirts out with him and Clown Noise, and then it also had sort of like a.
No, it's a herpes thing. It's an actual. It's a big picture. Like everyone knows that he's got
he had the
it.
Clown Noise suit on, but he also had the herpes thing on too below it, and that was kind of the main thing that pissed him off. And but I think the thing is like he's looking like a huge baby. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah,
and
that's what Durant is. You got to get lawyers involved. You fucking pussy.
And he's supposed to be the tough New Yorker. And now it's like,
my feelings are hurt. Here are my lawyers.
No, I think that's And that's the thing.
Dave,
is,
don't play that shit.
It's like, come on, like I don't think Kevin Durant's actually gonna go beat your ass, dude. Like,
oh yeah, tell him that he's gonna meet him at 10 o'clock on the street and shit.
He's just like fucking around with you.
And Durant's probably wasted or drunk or high.
He doesn't have time to go meet you and beat you up, dude. Especially during that May season. Like,
yeah, but then he posts and he's like, basically saying like, "Hey followers, help me. Is this your MVP? Is this the face of the NBA?"
It is, actually.
And I'm just like, yeah, it is.
Yeah,
He just fucking put you in a body bag. You fucking joke.
KD's stock had kind of gone down for me for that.
Oh yeah, but
now it's back up because
him and they were beefing about when Barkley interviewed Durant, and Durant just said, yeah, whatever he asked me, he's like, why are players? I don't know. He didn't talk about like the today's generation of players or like rest days and like the load
Barkley
management.
And Shaq, they're entertaining, but their analysis is not the best anymore.
No, but and that's why
Parker has better analysis,
and that's why Durant took offense to that. And he was just like, yeah. Or no, it was one of those things, and then Barkley was just like, and it was a meme. There was a meme of Barkley.
Have you guys seen Candace Parker like just roast Shaq a couple times?
Yeah,
and just be like, dude, you're kind of
if they move the rim forward or that whole thing, yeah.
She's like, and like also playing like off ball defense and screen defense, and like schooling Shaq, being like, dude, today's game. Just not.
Candace is on the Rushmore of women supers.
She needs to be more on an analyst.
I'm with that. Yeah, she knows her shit for sure. But yeah, Barkley and Shaq are just their color stuff. Their little banter is fun to watch.
The Rappaport thing is hilarious, and I think
that's why the
internet credit has gone down immensely.
Yeah, that's why Durant was chirping at Rappaport because it started with that, and Rappaport was like, "Just do the fucking interview, man. Like the guy asked you a question, don't just sit there and go, yeah." With the headphones on, and it's like on TV, so they're expecting to get some like organic reaction or something. And Durant was just like, "Yeah, and looked like he was texting, like he didn't even want to fucking listen. And Barkley was just like,
"I don't know why Rappaport had an issue though."
My thing with Ian Rappaport or Michael,
Ian Rappaport, love that.
Michael Rappaport is that I was liking him, like, oh, I like his rants. His rants are funny.
Sure.
Then it got to the point where it's like, You can't rant about
exactly.
Yeah.
But when you become the rant guy, you kind of just have to like live in that persona. Like this is what sells.
And he's
this
like, and he started to interrupt, but like he like kept repeating himself when he went on rants. Like you fuck.
Yeah.
You. It's like
I know.
It's like how many times is that
the
gonna
shit
work?
got old.
How many times?
The shit got old.
I totally see why Barstool like invited him aboard to give him like a platform to like do his rants, and I know he had a podcast and stuff like that. But God, some people that are getting, I could talk about what Dave is doing with this Josh Richards guy. Fuck me to death. That BFF spot is so bad. It's so bad.
That's originally what I wrote about the TikTok thing.
That's it. I hate that Brianna girl. I hate Josh Richards. I hate anybody who's involved with TikTok. I just
hate TikTok.
It's the worst.
We could make a whole episode.
And I totally and Barstool Dave and that whole thing is just trying to reach a different demographic of all these 16 to 18-year-olds that are obsessed with this shit. And I'm just like, some people just don't deserve a platform. And you're giving this guy, and he's, first off, I don't know if you've listened to 1 second of that podcast. This is just my impression of Josh Richards. I mean, I talk like
all of them are out.
Yeah,
all of them are like that, right?
Yeah,
Listen,
if you want to talk about it, we can do it. I hate you.
We could do a whole
normal.
We could do a whole 60-minute episode of how TikTok sucks.
We should.
I was thinking, what if we did like a weekly bet, and whoever loses has to do some popular TikTok of that.
I couldn't think.
Post it to the bench.
I'd rather like.
Maybe that's the point. Is you have to. If you lose,
I couldn't think of
embarrassing as hell.
I couldn't think of a worse punishment.
What if he did because I got a cute face. Have you seen that one?
I hate that I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
I would pay money for you to do that.
I couldn't, other than throwing me in a fucking pool full of spiders, making me get a TikTok and making me do these cringy ass dances or little lip sync videos. I can't think of a worse punishment for myself.
Can't do it.
That's the point. You gotta win. You gotta win the bet.
Yeah, so you can whatever we bet.
Only one person loses.
You come up with something. You let me know, and maybe I'll agree to it.
No. That's the thing. I'm gonna pick like the worst one. If I lose, I gotta do it. If you lose,
you let me. You propose it next week on next week's show, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
That means no.
We'll talk about it.
All right, are we wrapping up?
Yeah, I think that's it. I think we're good.
11. Yeah.
Don't forget, as usual, like, comment, subscribe. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, whatever you're listening on. We like to hear what you guys have to say. Give us some topics you want us to talk about. Just like, did you like that? Did you like what we just talked about? If you want more of it, we can do it. It's in the tool belt.
Mock Draft 2.0 is up. It's on the link tree. First link on there.
And it could change in the coming weeks.
We just talked about it. Feel free to look it up.
Yeah. Tomorrow we'll be announcing winner of the hoodie.
Tomorrow night.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll see that on our Instagram. I mean, you'll know.
Yeah.
Also, YouTube. We're on YouTube. Follow us on YouTube. Am I forgetting it?
Follow us on Instagram. Yes. That's probably our most active social network.
Yeah, we want Insta to go
I think we're going to try to get better on Twitter, too.
We're trying to get better on Twitter. I mean, follow both, but definitely keep those numbers up and spread.
Enjoy the national title game. Should be a good one.
Yes.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Peace.
Adios.
Later, guys.
Smoke.